The night that changed everything. David was a young man who dreamed of becoming successful. He worked hard during the day, but he often allowed himself to be distracted by things that pulled him away from his goals. One weekend, after receiving some money from a business deal, David decided to celebrate. While at a social gathering, he met a beautiful young woman named Sarah. They talked for hours, laughed together, and eventually decided to spend more time together. That evening, David booked a room at a hotel. He believed he was simply enjoying life and having fun. Everything seemed normal. As the night went on, Sarah suddenly complained that she wasn't feeling well. David thought she was just tired and suggested she rest. A few moments later, her condition became worse. Panicked, David tried to wake her up, but she did not respond. Fear rushed through his mind. What do I do now? His heart pounded. He imagined the questions people would ask. He worried about being blamed. He thought about running away. But then another thought came to him. If I run, I will make everything worse. Gathering his courage, David immediately called the hotel management and emergency services. He explained everything honestly. The authorities arrived and took over the situation. After an investigation, it became clear that David had done nothing wrong. Sarah had suffered a sudden medical emergency that no one could have predicted. Although he was eventually cleared of any wrongdoing, the experience left a deep mark on him. For weeks, David couldn't stop thinking about that night. He realized how quickly life could change. He realized how one decision could place a person in circumstances they never expected. Most importantly, he learned that integrity matters most when fear is greatest. Instead of allowing the experience to destroy him, David used it as a turning point. He stopped chasing temporary pleasures and began focusing on building a meaningful future. He returned to his business, invested in his education, and surrounded himself with people who inspired him to grow. Years later, David became a successful entrepreneur. Whenever young people asked him the secret to his success, he would tell them, "The biggest lesson of my life came from a night I wish had never happened. When fear told me to run, I chose honesty. When regret tried to hold me back, I chose growth." Your mistakes and difficult moments do not have to define your future. What defines your future is the decision you make after them. Moral of the story: one moment can change your life forever. Panic creates problems. Honesty creates solutions. Running from responsibility only makes situations worse. Every setback can become a lesson. Success belongs to those who learn, grow, and move forward. Remember, your darkest moment does not have to be the end of your story. It can become the beginning of a wiser, stronger, and better version of yourself.